UFC 321 is on and popping tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time at the Etihad Arena, Yas Island in the UAE. Tom Aspinall and Cyril Gane for the heavyweight championship of the world is on and popping, but this fight has major implications, in my opinion, for any possibility of us ever seeing Tom Aspinall fighting Jon Jones. Since Jon Jones handed Cyril Gane his ass March 4th of 2023, and Cyril Gane looked like he was petrified to fight, he has since beaten Sergey Spivak via a TKO in round two, and he got a split decision win over Alexander Volkov. I thought Volkov won that fight. And he is now getting an opportunity to fight for the title. He is 13-2, and Tom Aspinall is coming in at 15-3. We all know Tom Aspinall's history. He's got wins over Curtis Blades, Sergey Pavlovich, Marcin Tybura. Curtis Blades got the win over him because he blew his knee out. Win over Volkov, Spivak, Arlovsky, Badeau, and so forth. But this is the fight for Tom Aspinall that has to be not just a win, but a dominating win. He has to obliterate Cyril Gane, period. For people who don't think he can beat Jon Jones, to know that he can beat Jon Jones if that fight is to ever happen. If we do not see that fight ever happen, if we don't see it ever happen, this fight will be the reason we never see it happen. If Tom Aspinall struggles with Cyril Gane, don't be surprised to see Jon Jones come out of retirement and ask to fight Tom Aspinall. I know he wants to fight Alex Pereira because he believes he can beat Pereira. I don't know that he believes that he can beat Tom Aspinall right now. And I think we need to see Tom Aspinall put an absolute beat down on Cyril Gane in order to prove that, yeah, bro, you want to come face me, I'm going to put you to sleep as well. So let's talk about UFC 321 here. Again, it starts off at 2 p.m. on 2 p.m. tomorrow. And let's check this thing out. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shomai. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. If you don't know by now, we do have multiple channels. We have this one at Combat Corner Fight Network. This is where this video is being dropped, the preview of the fight card. And, of course, our main channel at Come On Now, the podcast. So please do subscribe to both channels, support both channels. Greatly appreciate y'all. And let's talk about this thing. We have that main event, and I mean, I just don't believe in Cyril Gane, but then he does come up with stuff that can surprise. And I gotta say, I was very surprised by the win he got over Volkov, and I was surprised about how he didn't show up to fight Jon Jones. It was very disappointing, a couple of years ago, and it's very weird. I just think Tom Aspinall's gonna come in like a wrecking machine and gonna look to put Cyril Gane out. I don't think this fight lasts more than a round. I think Tom Aspinall wins via knockout, and he can make his claim to fight Jon Jones. Because after this, I don't know what's left for Tom Aspinall to do in the heavyweight division. There's really nobody left to fight. And I don't even. I mean, I guess he fights Gane, but I don't even think this fight's all that sizable, in my opinion. I'm not like this isn't a fight card that I'm jumping for joy over. In the co-main event, we got Virna Jandiroba facing Mackenzie Dern for the vacant strawweight title belt that Weili Zhang let go of. Dern is a minus 155. Jandiroba is 22-3. She's coming off wins over Jan, Lemos, Godinez, Rodriguez, Hill. Her last loss was to Amanda Hebos. This was going back to October of 21. She did lose to Mackenzie Dern back in December of 2020 via decision. So this is an opportunity for a rematch for John Diaroba. Mackenzie Dern is 15-5. She's coming off of back-to-back wins over Rivas and Godinez. She did lose to Amanda Lemos. Prior to that, she did lose to Jessica Andrade. She has wins over Hill. She lost to Jan as well. It's been a minute since these two fought, so I expect to see a different type of fight. By the way, I do like Tom Aspinall via knockout. And then in this fight, I do like John Diaroba to get it back. But this is the most uninteresting title fight that we've had. And Dean Thomas talked about this and said, this is the most uninteresting title fight that we've had. And like, are people really even thinking about this fight? I didn't even realize this fight was happening. That's how uninspirational this fight is. You got two title fights, but the UFC has promoted this card like, oh, it's happening? Is it? Really? It's happening? It's just weird. It's a weird dynamic. I mean, I know we're looking more forward to the fight between Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight belt next month. But you got Umar Nurmagomedov facing off against Mario Bautista. Nurmagomedov is a sizable favorite, minus 625. Probably gets the job done here. He's never going to beat Merab Dvalishvili. Like we can kill the noise. He's gonna lose to Merab every single time they fight. And my guess is if he wins, he probably gets another title shot. Alexander Volkov against Jonathan Almeida. This is gonna be a fun fight. This is gonna be a fight of style. This is a style fight. If this fight stays standing, Volkov pieces Almeida the hell up. If this fight goes to the ground, Almeida probably submits Volkov. It's funny. Tom Aspinall talked about Volkov recently. He says he's listed at 6'7". He says, no, this guy's more like 6'9". He's that big. And I remember when Volkov first came into the UFC, and even when he was back in it was in Bellator. I think it was Bellator, I believe. Whether it was Bellator or Strikeforce, I think it was Bellator. Volkov was slim. Like he was legitimately slim. When he first came in, this guy wasn't weighing 265. Like Alexander Volkov is absolutely massive. He's massive. He's not the same guy when he fought years and years ago. Where he came in like twig-like, and he's gotten big and strong. I mean, the guy is a monster, and I think this is going to make for a fun fight, really, just because it's about styles. And if Volkov wins, I think he'd be up for a title shot against the winner of the Aspinall Gane fight, presuming that Jon Jones doesn't fight again. So I think the winner of this fight is potentially looking at a title shot. Now, I would think they probably prefer Volkov because a striking matchup with him and Aspinall would be fun. Almeida's very, very one skill, one trick pony with his jiu-jitsu, and he doesn't have much else besides that. Opening up the main card, Alexander Rakic and Azamat Murzakanov. This is gonna be a fun fight, great fight, very even fight. The light heavyweight division. I mean, neither guy is in position to fight for a title. But it will be a fun fight to see who is maybe come. Murzakanov is probably who the UFC would like to see win as a 15-0 fighter, because you're trying to build up the future stars and the future contenders of the UFC. And if Alexander Rakic beats him, then it's just you're keeping out a guy who could be a talent. And Rakic's last fight, he lost to Magomed Ankalaev via unanimous decision. Before that, he lost to Yuri Prochazka. Before that, he lost to Jan Blachowicz. So he's coming off of 3 straight losses. So that's obviously a big thing right there. You can't have a fourth, you might get cut. In the prelims, by the way, I like Murzakanov to win that fight. In the prelims, you got Nasrat Hakparast and Quilon Salkilo. You got Ikram Aliskerov against Jun Park. You got Ludovic Klein against Matus Rebecki. You got Walter Walker, the heel hook guy. He came out with a heel on his chest, and that was pretty crazy. against Louis Sutherland. Expect a heel hook to come. Nathaniel Wood, Jose Miguel Delgado, Hamdi Abdel Wahab against Chris Barnett. Azat Maxim versus Mitch Raposo, and Jacqueline Amorim against Mizuki. I guess we got one name fighters now. So that's your that's your undercard. They don't have anything. That's just your prelims. They don't have anything listed as like early prelims. But yeah, that's your main card. I really think that this is a critical fight for Tom Aspinall. He's got to win this fight via dominant knockout. Those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Do you have that same feeling about this card though that I have, that you don't see it being promoted the same? I don't know, man. UFC stuff has not been promoted the same for quite some time. It hasn't. It's just weird. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. This is Combat Corner, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.
Up and down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. Up and down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm going all in. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah. They know I'm going all in. Through the blood and the sweat, y'all know we ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. I've been down from the jump. Ain't no love lost, we just really doing us. Go and take your seat, looking silly getting up. Y'all know what it is, let me tell them what it was. It was 24/7 on